Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I've been called out to a customer's house because they want some appliances moved and they also got some plumbing issues. So the old appliances used to be here and here, and what we're going to do is we're going to move them into this location. Now we don't have any cold water or waste, so we're going to have to rejig that underneath their kitchen sink unit. Could be a lot better. They got this old Frankie waste, which I really hate. It's really hard to adapt onto something like this, and also, yeah, it's a little bit wobbly. There's multiple joints that don't really need to be here, and we got it dropping into the floor. So we're going to have to probably cut it, this section, come across, tee up, and then bring that waste pipe through, drill this wall, core it, and get it into here with a standpipe. Also, we have some boiler fix valves which are leaking. So yeah, when these appliances got taken out, those are leaking when they got turned off. So we're gonna have to replace that. So in typical fashion, let's cut all this out and start again. So the first things first is obviously shut the water off. So I've done that, and we're just gonna drain anything else. Cold water just likes to vacuum itself a little bit. So we'll leave this open and we'll get a tub underneath here and start disconnecting all this rubbish. So let's put you down, let's get plumbing. Okay, so we're fully prepped up now. We've got all the pipes cut out of the way, some new clips, pipework's all tidy. Let's get some bends in on some copper. So obviously we're gonna have to run across here. I'm just gonna pour a 90-degree bend down there. I've cut the clips back a little bit, so we're back against the wall, and I don't want it in here as we want nice spacing off the walls and stuff so we can alter pipe work for years to come. So yeah, let's go ahead and bend some copper. So today we're gonna be using the press gun, and we'll just get a piece of pipe in so we can mark it for bending. Get them in there, get them in there. Okay, that's it in fully home. And I want him, why don't we try and get him down on that line again. So with the first one in place, we can put the second one in. And we're just using a laser for the vertical to mark him. So I forgot to show you on the first clip about how to get these perfect. So after you get your first measurement, what you want to do is you want to measure back 70 mil. And I have shown this in other videos, but if you measure back 70 mil, and then with the monument benders, you can position that arm right on your mark. On a normal standard benders, I'm pretty sure it's at the front face of the guide where this bit starts. And then when you bend your 90, it should finish exactly where you want it. So we stop there. As you can see, that should push in perfect. So let's go ahead, bend this little kick on like the first one, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so probably should have done this one first as I can't get the press gun in. As you can see here, just tight for space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it so I know exactly what position it is. And then I should be able to pull it forward. And I should be able to get the 180 jaws in. So that'd be a lesson if you're pressing. Always make sure that you've got an angled jaw set to be able to get you out of the mess. Now I'm using a rigid 251 and the Vega angled jaw set. So because we're using press, it's super easy to pre-make joints out of place, which makes our life a lot easier. And I'm just going to double loop this back. And we're just marking the depths, make sure that we're fully home. 1, 2. I'll press this one first. And then I'll make sure this one's square. One last time. Simple as that. Okay, so before we do the cold, I'm going to put this new waste in, as when I do all the waste pipe inside the unit and bring them across here, I need to make sure that my cold water pipe is on top. So I just want to get the waste pipe in, and then I can check the drawers and make sure that nothing hits, and then I can carry on as normal. Okay, so that's the waste all down. Nice McAlpine waste in there now. You could just fit a new trap, and I've got this outside tap in my way because what I'm thinking of doing is coming off T up and over to be able to fit isolation valve and whatever I want here. So let's just desolder this out of the way. So the whole reason why I've had to plumb it up like this is because we have to use a space-saving trap because of the drawer unit. And I'm just trying to like move everything out of the way because we need clearance for this, as well as everything else, which is why that outside tap needed to be raised up. So yeah, we should have enough clearance what we've done so far. So let's just bend this pipe into this clip. We'll come up, put an isolator on and connect onto the outside tap. And then we've got enough space to do whatever we want with that one. And then when I cut this waste pipe out, because I've got a feeling I'm going to slice it from here, because I'm obviously going to have to bring a T all the way around, this will be out the way, and then I can use this little notch out for the dishwasher inlet hose. So we'll just pour a little kick on the end of here, and we'll just do this by eye. Should be enough to go into the press fitting. Square up. Should get something like that. It's about 15 mil. Okay, so I've just cut that pipe and fitted a valve to it. Here go in like that. Okay, so with that socket glued, I've done a little bit off camera and I've pre-glued some fittings like this. So in theory, that's going to go that way. That's going to go into the socket, then a T up for the sink. Then I've got 245s to give myself a little bit of fall, get myself off the floor and above the skirting, and then slowly rise up towards that washing machine area. So I've drilled my hole, I've poked a little bit of waste pipe through, and I've also nibbled out the back of this unit just so I can come up here and then into my trap. And we're going to have to glue the last joints tucked in underneath here somewhere. So that's the reason why I wanted to pre-glue everything in place and hopefully make it a little bit easier. So let's try and get this piece in. So the first bit of the jigsaw puzzle will be gluing this part in, and let's just hope that everything's all okay. So we're going to make sure we get enough glue on there and inside here. We'll just glue our standpipe in for our sink, and I'll just do some clips afterwards. The best thing about this ball is you can actually reach into tight little areas. So I'm just doing it around inside the top of the fitting. And then I should shift that over here. Should be able to hold that and get him in and give him a little bit of a twist. Perfect, I'm really happy with that. So the last little bit, it's going to be hard for you to see, but we need to glue this little piece in onto here. Get in there. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. All those fittings are now glued, and we've got a standpipe ready for our sink trap. The opposite side here will clip in, but he's going through, and all that's left to do now is finish this feed, cold water feed for that washing machine as well. So we're gonna have to get him down and through the back of the unit and follow that waste pipe into over here. And we'll just make sure we got 4. Yeah, perfect. So that 4 distances up here, and we got that much. So I've drilled my hole in above this waste pipe, which comes out here for the washing machine. So that goes all the way across here. Now I don't think I'm going to get it in one piece. We're going to have to put a joint in somewhere. So let's quickly bend up in here, clip it, and then we can put a joint and then send it through to the last piece. I'm guessing about here-ish, something like that. So because this pipe's going through a concrete single skin wall, I'm just going to tape it up. It's alright, it doesn't need to be sleeved really that much, does it? So we'll just give it a quick tape up, and that should stop any corrosion against the copper work on the cement. So you didn't see me drill, but I've drilled holes and clips, so all we're left to do now is just push this through into where the washing machine is going to go, and then press up the last socket, and we should be good after we fit a standpipe for the washing machine. So yeah, all taped up and protected. just do our final connection, which is on the sink for the trap. We'll just turn all our feeds on. So we've got our hot, we've got our cold, and we've got our outside tap. Okay, that looks all good. We've got no leaks on any of the joints. Underneath here is for our dishwasher, so that's all live and ready to go, as well as the discharge pipe, so that'll connect up onto there. We got no leaks underneath here on isolation valves, they've been completely removed, and also we've got a new washing machine plumbing sat in here ready to go. So we've got a washing machine standpipe and its own separate cold water feed, which is fully live as well. We'll just give the tap a quick test. So we've got hot and cold. Perfect, all looks good, no leaks anywhere, trap seals are all good. So if you liked today's plumbing video, please give it a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one.